bono yeni komo e wofia no fe my TV Ghana DAAKYE dwumedi eso na ye hwe nenso ensema e wo aye ba beka e ho asem nano ye ba be hwe ye achichachiche koso ewo nansentem emu the rest of the opposition members and bisa say political witch hunting and as attention and the share the ama Ghana minor and home komo and another pen yebedi ewo ITV Ghana DAAKYE dwumedi eso tana pay atnasia someone and say ICC because opposition for be sorry say no amount of intimidations in some side koso so sana amona wa ben so omuhunu ana enu ntina no pay pani e odi kai aye ba hwe komo honorable Mustafa Hamid or your assembly member
Mustafa Mohammed
Mustafa Mohammed the biam dia koma on ye bi ni we
Mustafa
me na go to Zabato unu Mustafa.
Oh yes, very well.
All right, Mustafa Mohammed or your assembly member Joe Men's Pomate electoral area or Kaswa, a member of the NPP, and George Ripon Aite Gideon, former youth organizer, Tomia Probum constituency, and former assembly member. And the year, you have a share a year at the church arrest near Kosono, the home community meeting. And I pay my mummy now. All right, honorable, Mamma, when you're not a payer, when you're not a phobia.
You medase you pacho me de kwenya we de chia me families ene me community no nya ene me party members MPP nti me cha munya ena me stress nya me mamu kwatenten na mu guso nya djuma emma party ene gam na manya ena me stress ka so asumdwe nso e bompa ese asumdwe na yinwo Ghana na yankoso wonu sa medase.
All right.
So we are not paid there. A chair the good people of Domia Bravo constituency. Me MP Isaac Honorable Isaac Okui born in MC Honorable Moses Kapukubi or Cancer. And then so the MFA when I was no chair me team I no more Jumawo da South or Nintre or to me fupa and Herbert Agbaisa Doji and about so the Ado Akins and Lord Alote. Omo me team me no mo ejuma assembly or me chairman of and I'm so chair all branch executives up to constituency level.
All right, so na ejo so ene anapay eji honorable Mustafa yen share the na same thing when we say ye the same mrantie
Baba Amando ne
ne wo kan na person bondi ne oye regional Abronye come say you actually twice in the week also and yadi. Who say a political witch hunting among some at that time and then was one now say so be ya diana casinenya or suffer say yet.
You patron me that say I believe say yenya you say democracy democracy no when we say a nation is a democratic it cannot be measured by only election. Yes, there are certain principles that are attached to it, which is the respect for rule of law, equality before the law, access to justice. When all these are denied, you want to be the democracy that we are all yearning for. It's not there. Let's say, for example, to say Ghana say, we all believe say you're talking about NED president, and every 4 years, and you're talking about so obia say no. In a nation where independent judiciary is not well established, and they say certain people are not treated fairly. And access to justice, the way I make kind of new one more. Democracy na yenye pese experience on any because that's the practical foundation of every democratic nation.
Okay.
Yes, internal. Your internal the me when say na say out mu say tata ebimo na ye chesi omo na ye chi omo a sankrofo no wo hwe say omobenya justice crampo no ebi ni ono mo ena we nya so no e affect oman no ema oman no the outside world ni enwu oman no to be that democratic. It's yewo eneme bibre ema say oman ekosa ema oman no eba form. Let's take it for example na say you will say ye abonye twice na aditi na ebeche no utumu say there's no strong evidence backing the crime na you say why no there's no evidence until when we say something is injustice or yes when there's no strong evidence backing the crime that the person has committed. And when we all know, say, Yakochi Obi, I say because the person is affiliated to an opposition party, Yakochino, just because we believe that the person is weak because his party is no longer in power. And you want to say, if we say it is injustice when the person have no access to justice, yes, and the issue is not being handled by a competent institution, or let me say, it's not being investigated by independent institution like the police, like the courts. It's just you're running on minor and now you're under the parkono as if there's no. We are in a nasty state, which I believe is a wrong. It's a wrong thing and a decision I take it as on mine. And you see, which antenna any bina me bono, but your money pakono, you say justice, no money pakono, fair trial. I think we are talking about justice here. And when you say justice, we are talking about when someone who is aligned with the ruling party is treated just as a person in opposition is treated when it comes to rule of law. And I say it's justice when the person is having equal access to courts. It's we no say no more. Then it means it's the opposite side, which we all see as witch hunting, which we all be experiencing with all witness within the short months, or let me say within barely less than 2 years of NDC, yes, more take a government, you know. And in we know, it's really very bad. It's very bad for a nation.
Okay, say nye senko mo ye ne sa. Obi so say aso yenja mo bia nya ni ope. Ayen kan hwe bi te say abranti de ya wa fama mpani na wa dress ne so ba wa sene matare ase ne big na de na ya beto amansan dwa so social media so bia nhwe o mampani se ne wa ye no ye makwa mo bia nye sa de wi and that's what said this is ye to a wo che e kan.
Yeah, yes, they all cannot I think there's no wrong. Say political figure be a boni be na edin be famra, but yensho say mrana edin fa no ne kwan no ono so ya man kwan say onfa lawyer and na ya man kwan bi omokoche no is handled by a proper institution to say the police, to say the courts, were they given the chance to handle the person? Until they say, I'm banasa na akwe bibi. And I say, oh my way, no, pe ye ankasa culture no, yan trainee and say, yendi deep in yatem. I think it's very wrong. And it will be ye bibi I enye no. I say, young fan of family kwan so, ma yen treating ni pakono as if the person is not a Ghanaian or the person or your alien anani pakono no so need the rights or no so need or only kwan so be defending the rights. I think me nyano e won kwan so de wa okan no nti no me gidi say we nyano say party enso of power na ono so ni members ye bibia enye say party bi nso e wo so I think the same we no the way treaty we no sounds like say treaty we into the man koye say ye bias in our ruling and our bias in handle cases of this nature, so there should be fairness in the system. I believe say ye kan who say tam na MPP force war power no na o share atem the DAAKYE ye de tatai ye former Mampeni Nanado and any ministers any MPs any impeni for Ghana sometimes me yan kasa satam na law no ana de we mu yes say no na ebi ni osana but you could see that sometimes na ye na they just say no this is not near let's just yen jana samane nko enti no say we mu so ba no pese mo ye ade no over na we mu so ka to say na de MPP for so kan enye say ye ka say ade no eniwo ewo enti na ye ka but say nipa kono ka na ye tata omo na eche omo akwai say be say sometimes no who say politics no call election especially MPP ye call your internal election na strategy change for bia akwai say we are using some strategy be I be wiki be more because we know very well says nipa kono enya maybe o ko winning the prime minister na onya santumi bia sign kono or influence into no maybe election a bit more upon their favor but it is how we need no politics in mono so a play a womb sir you know I believe that these are strategies are easy for you so you sure boy into me gidi say as of mine we should respect the rule of law, equality before the law, and everybody should have equal access to justice. You shouldn't favor certain people and deny certain people, which I believe is wrong as a nation. So going forward, these are certain things that we need to consider so that we will grow as a nation. Yes, thank you.
I mean, I was Honorable Mustafa and Chima Odiama and their fans. Rajos, Mamma, when I'm Miss a tata and the tata opposition for. And now the only say no answer, say my smadu.
So people, me that say, who be someone who say, nipa hina ya chiom ewo MPP. Nipa hina ye ba pawe ya chiom. MPP for mu doso. Omo leadership on so. But nipa do ahe hina ya chiom. Just a near bibi efa ne ho. But just what you say. Sisi ano se na me bra penin kan honorable kan no. Rule of law. Equality before law. Yenya ye pepepe. Wa bedi oman nanim aye bribi. Bia wa ba na wo so nti mfomso ana bone binum a wo ye no obi anka. Na aban foforo aba. Aban foforo no so hwek humem no hu se adwuma a wo be ye no ho atotima. Ese ye mfrɛ. Mostly no yenya ye nim se hampo a yeti no. Se ye koka even ordinary dofsu se elba no ko reporting ni kunu na ye frɛ no na delay wan ko a ne de police for ko eko machi no eko office ho enu e bi na eko so yi die me pese ye misa ye ho ne se adia sankrofo a ya chichiom ni ye no one eye no kwese omo aya na ena so omo ye nso a omo koye no omo koka no kure no ya agyaye omo ana still omo institution na ekochi omo no mo nsem yen fa typical example abronye for instance ya nchi abronye se kafra wa bo omanu krodo anasa na ntine ni kasa nsem binum a okika ya meni okura yenim se enye kasapa as a regional chairman. And notina wakasem you put the whole country into suspense. And now wama agitation be example oka before 2024 election oka sembi asem we kwapo yet me frɛ no man be yi ano ana okokyerɛkyerɛ mu man ye o se man panin eyire esuma okɔ baabi also okɔ market se okɔta obeba no aye mami Lordina Mahama okɔ market se okɔtɔ ade obeba no na yewura His Excellency John Dramani Mahama oni ni made ada asem we say you inviting no me kyerɛkyerɛ mu Because who good? Well, in this case, no, has nothing to do with even governance. This is a personal attack. But it's what they are saying. And sometimes, no, yes, me, I will not encourage, say, yeah, for, but omo ye bring dear. A branty a ye na your friend say, addressing some George ni we. Tie, say, see a becano kura, and ya dear say, yes, so. Ubet me a kawadjin. Minim, morally, ye nim. Bebia, ye man penny, his excellency John Drummond Mama, or Jina, when it comes to LGBTQ. Say, see a becano korea, ye nim. Just say, we na say yen sign and a delay. But ye kano korea, waka publicly, waka wa manoni, wajina yasini na ka, wajina omai neni maka, baby obekobia, na sorry mo. Until you cannot deny the fact, say, Papa, this is his position when it comes to LGBTQ. Now, so when I am saying nunti because of for the sake of politics, until now man for a candidacy. Now, work of a woman penny. Now, what dressing or bar? Work of a minister. Now, what dressing or bar? Or moral issue. Morally, it is wrong. Some passe yet two. Kafra, yet two we will fear pa. But that picture, no, because picture is a form of communication. What are you telling the other side of the world? It is a country, our president, as our president, you know, as I say, unstabilizing economy, no, as I say, unshana nyoma and kosui, it says na air kosui, so we can get proper investors, not only investing in the economy. Na ye man no engine ne naso se na be ya wo yes ade we ubenya dwuma pa ani aketua pa so se na picture wo create to the whole world and na ye invite no a wo se won ti ase na ye oppression. I don't know how they understand that word. See, again, what kind of my handle and MPP for am fan ye atu force o man ye no because of a certain, you say, we be or sign, is it a car or
ambulance?
Ambulance be. Onunti, yenim say, at to force a backup parliament, or no, ye jail be a case. Ama, no pay you enumerate ye court. Sana ye hunune. Omun kanu kureka kra. E dey no one fan ye, Jechi Kwesi, honorable. Ewa my way mu. Again, a problem, no. You say he has not denounced his other nationality. But meanwhile, no nipa no, oh yeah. But because of mu government, mu economic no be ye basa ama nyoma be ye di or my we mu no. Mu to me the COVID-19 am my excuse. Say enunti na want to me manage economy ni. But sad the same COVID no. Enunti omo ese omo nhwe krata no na omo process na onyi ne ho free the other country ne ho no omo antumi anya na delay kakra mo de ne court say so oppressor ana operation na ne na chen we tie Jechi Kwesi case no and this year different though Dambai is it Mandai say MPP for anka who can say sasik no e be MPP there at today. It says, see, justice, NDC, is far better than MPP. And a mama, typical example, it has to, it resulted in a by-election. And I'm a boy, back Mandai. Even though, lawyers know we have influence, judges know we have influence, but even court, crap, still, Mumemba no ono na ye MP wo. That is what we call justice.
Obi bi say nia abronye kan picture si abranche ye mo position mo anye bi sa amfenti omo enti ni samomo ye no mo mbere mo ya na eche say mo nyina nye skill ba ko no mo nyina mo gine.
Obi betumi aka picture bi a and this ni bi.
No enye picture person we can say that character no. More opposition,
opposition, we criticize. bibi ankoso a ye ka
but my man for back I pass Sam George maybe use the word useless useless president ever mampeni ekufado I can saka say yanche no e wo wana se me nkan ni
bia wa kan yi but the word useless say oh yeah there say na o hwe economy no gina ne naso na bibia koso ya useful. The opposite is useless. Any hard word bia
but say papa to say
but you can google it and get the definition. Me see say nipa no edi no mun kan kire mahama wakro we mu. Now what's the difference between useless and incompetent? They are negative statements. But this is what I say. The word competent, the negative, incompetent. The word useful, the negative, useless. So where lies the problem? This is bravo. But this is what I say. Since you say, make just so on my penning and another Danko Akufo-Addo, why he has been a useful leader to this country. You know, they're open. Me see, Otiho Ama of petrol every 3 cedi, 50 pesos, 1 liter, what they call 23 cedis, or a useless government. And a leader. Very good. And nothing America say, they should not behave as if omunye bida. Say bet na ya educated public. Na ya ni yenkrofo na kasa say we should try as much as possible to na yenjai sai subai na eni me George meti ase say enye subai pa that we should continue to practice or do it. But say obi e the year excuse say esa say ye opposition na mumu power anti mu ye yen say ya eno na member will refer say wuti so no wo so ye say because there are presidents I just say mo so mo ye very good enti mami kan some we ha 2028 NDC be win power e bet me about say 2032 krampo ye be win but adeba ko a me hu as a politician me who say one share ye no na betumi daachi ebetumi the NDC akọ opposition and say if we do not prosecute the past corrupt officials because they see ano obi anim say yera John Dramani Mahama petrol or yenwa dwuma dollar or yenwa dwuma inflation you can say perfect but better as compared to the past government but ade amafo share nimni say corrupt officials they see woman we mo nyina wo hu a ade no wutumu share obi na wutumu say krono ebo woni hu say I would not be able to prosecute them enu na ebe wan hwe yi a ebinu mubu befu yen na ede be call position into mu do mu ntwen afekwa na go no be hye me ka che na NDC will not go after people who has done nothing to this country. It is only those who has done something. Obi to say omuflagbera baumia. Ise be na mba ye UCG insami sani hu bon omu. Nso say your friend here because our immunity kakra bi. Emu ya osisa the destination. When nyina ya dey say ye hwemu a anka omuntumi ntrefi omuntumi ndadem. But ni nyina ya to ye bo ase. Nto omuntu mo bo ase. They will be prosecuted.
All right. But when I was saying also the audience, make sure we can matter there. Me ba na fie we or fight us and so I will honor my prayer. Continue share here the rest of the opposition members now and I say no say I come here so be ba bemwa such change a custom until me to the legend executive housing and services none of them ye bon do rule at the amount niama hoto omo ye ne niama pa om dia betwas na bibi ho asan na ye ka at the amount no the legend executive housing ni omo kan na sem omo won sase won mo eton nsase no omo na horo minu omo nsase a yedwi so nsase a light ni nsu nyina ewo ho nsase a depo ano pa sea view wo on matumi say yes from apa e fa ho ene e won nsase nso a yenye so hwe a no de wo kwakoto no wa wo free bibia ase ewo so the legend executive house nse yen kan che Ghana for se na no pay fa number that TV ase na fra omo na omo wasase as low as 10,000 Ghana cedis and can 100 million asase kwa wa omo ton e di ama Ghana for enti Ghana ni be bia no a ni ji so person to asase no on for the legend executive house and services no omo ano no nya asase enjom afi so no se wo pede atwa kofo be pedi omo dan be bi cha omo ton so ni je won kwa so pede bi 2 bedroom 3 bedroom 4 bedroom and as a story building kwa no the legend housing and the legend executive housing and services same omo ni na bi no so mo ton na po se wo ye japade no bibia ba be bom ye scan meni ya 2% ujemu a o friend na manada team nasna the legend executive house na ombeboa no matumi aton tampa e dia mom afi the legend say ye nkan kire abuchi for say Momade na number ya that TV ase be wo share Facebook go YouTube a obo wada be pick na ma no from na project na pesa wo ye no fa be si omoso na omanya ma wo fa nkoye nua sama busua sama na fasam e be wie ti no ni abobo ewukobu na ye twa 4 bedroom dia be kire wa buchi oni age wo beba no e de ya wuru ma de se wo kotubu mu ansa na watumi ewu se usika nyina ahye ise pasa the legend housing executive housing said on beboa abra wa buchi no my projects no ha e dia ma en krata nyina bibia am be de kama e dia ma ti masa konye empa ho e ma wo nkobra wa buchi e mo bi ntina Ghana ha e ndi usika the legend executive beboa mo tumi aye afi nso no makra cars e dia ba Ghana ha no cars a obetumi nya bidia ye Uber wetu dia nya bidia ye private car 4x4 and afi no trailer heads no car tinti no fa ne mai ni ti no ni nyina no makra bi e dia ba businessmen a mo pe bi e de ye twuma no mo freda me e de TV ase a mo nsa e betumi aka won no kra no the legend executive sim omo electronics bibi ti say TV fridges air conditioners and na face to mobile phones laptops ni nyina so o makra e dia ba anopa ya abomode so be from no ma twetwe enkomo no motumi aboa na ne wo hwe bia wonsa etumi aka anopa the legend executive house no service from say no twetwe enkomo e wo number na the TV no asano Ghana ni a wadi 25 years ekosi 49 years a wo pray adwuma ye no business opportunity aba business opportunity adwuma konya aba adwuma no ebi wo ho nso ho ye tin pa nei unum connection man bi nya ade a ayese pinso nso no we ya konya aba enya buchi ne de ko Ghana ha ya na adwuma no ewo is we 25 years ekosi 49 years na wo ye Ghana ni a wo kra Ghana card na so we obi nso utumi tro utumi kan so ka ho dia there's what 20 uguta these 2 qualifications na obenya adwuma ni bi aye ye wo bi kra wo ye adwuma dada no betumi ama part time adwuma e wo sa adwuma ni aye e na afis wo nya adwuma kra dia ene na ma na the team na speaking na pay ya na frame unu obi a dia adwuma sama how honorable Buame me pay adwuma honorable ma me nye fanaba no na perform ni pans on free na nhyɛ bi enye na omra yefare fa interview mu tumi fa nko ade a adwuma no yebema ni bi atumi aye ti obi pɛ adwuma ya ma me ne papa mba na wi school akyɛ na onya adwuma nye no pick sa number yi na fama na the team nas no na no pɛ ya no on free ne nkyɛn bi a ɔno no onje na omuntumi mmoa no the krakra di wie no the Destiny Properties Limited. Almost the nsase between no and a dear man kind of for the Destiny ASM. My discount into Destiny Properties Limited. So auto masase no chain the boom chasuch and outright payment. The amount discount up to 50%. Discount up to 50%. Na sasano ababaya odia. And now put say obi a we modua the winiska or the tassas ni boom no. What the abene say mono ambe sheye more 6 months and now 1 year and now po 2 years you best spread the amount na fi we twa ne kakran work at oni beti no na wɔhwie asase no nyinaa sikatua yɛwɔ asase no bi ɛwɔ Amasaman Hɔbɔ Odenke Amasaman Obomu ne nyinaa no bɛnyɛ bi Kaso Akɔkyi Odwobi dɔm no ase Breku Bentum ne nyinaa wokɔ hɔ bɛnyɛ bi nsawom ne mpɔtam nso no wokɔ Atakuro mu wokɔ Poku Kuro mu Yawgyan wokɔ Pampa so Tichamante Yawboa Mesubɔi ne nyinaa wɔ nsawom mpɔtam mu wokɔ mmea bi te sɛ Sege Dawa so Gakopi bɛnyɛ bi Ebri Mountains yɛwɔ nsase wɔ hɔ ɛna agyi so nsase wɔ namba na de TV nas no anɔpɛ yɛ afrɔ mo modwafoɔ no kwana mo so mo hia mo mo obae no bɛ hyehyɛ na week bia wotua month bia wotua asase ne bɛtwa ma wo be start project ne tua ne nkakra ma mo ɛno bɛma wo so tumi nya asase namba na de TV nas no wɔde asa bɛfrɔ mo 055 5519172 055 5519172 ɛne numbers na aka no wobɛhu ɛyɛ the Destiny Properties Limited ɛwɔ Kasoa Adam Nana Sheffield Station nkyɛn wa odu abon sɛ ɔmo abanso no so ɛwɔ ɔmo kɔ site de bia nso di weekends a ɔmo bɔ nkɔfoa no ne yɛde mo akɔ site ahodoɔ na mo akɔ akɔyɛ sɛ deɛ wɔ kaa obetumi de aba bɛsesa na wagye asase wei ɛyɛ the Destiny Properties Limited ɔmo promo ɔmo run no ɛho asɛm na nnwuma kuo yi ɛna napa bi ɛsɔ ase no yɛde dwumadi ɛde ɛbrɛwo yɛto aso na afei yɛahwɛ the rest of the opposition members no then ɛwɔ ɛka nti sabre yi yɛbrɛ aka no yɛde sema bɛyɛ 7 minutes baba bi nti ɔrabɔ Mustafa mamsambra wɔ hɔ no nsɛm bi ɔkaeɛ apɛsɛ oyi no ɛne ne ɛwɔ de ka wɔn nsɛm ho no to asoma me
say, yeah, me bra nika say no can be say incompetent even more dangerous than the word useless. And we all know when we say something is incompetent, it simply means that when somebody lacks the skills or knowledge to do something effectively.
Okay.
But he's quoting me, and he quoted me wrongly. Also, me saying incompetent more dangerous than I didn't say that yet. He said negative. Okay. Positive, a very good.
It's a different thing altogether. Yes, when we say something is incompetent, it simply means that when someone lacks the necessary skills or knowledge to do something effectively. And when we say useless, and useless simply means that when somebody lacks some value or has no value or purpose to achieve a certain goal. And that word useless in our Ghanaian setting, no, akwesa timdidie. Yes, I attempted totally because it's something that you normally hear useless, and it will be I attempted being or can't for the word useless in count. But incompetent, you know, for me, I say it as a political terminology. I use to describe BB. What I say, you know, say Honorable Sam George, he used to useless. Our Becca said the president has been was pampered or young, you know. There's no insults than this. You know, your person just said, you see, let's be honest to ourselves. Look, we're in this country, our MPP, about power, no. MPP back power, no, 2000, was it 2000? Yes.
Yeah, 2001.
Sorry, 2001. Yeah. And MPP, no, say yes, but because so in a previous government, yes, MPP it's Michi, for 1 or 2 B. But NDC, make I say your power no at that time no 2001 going no echo 2008 now mobile power no which means almost say we see you could see some images and some pictures outside there say we scout we and look at the fear we could see she cancer what she see me nya no mobile power no omutimi chi obi ana omutimi do be court omutimi where are the evidence? There's nothing. It was just a dust and omudi to Ghana for any, but be was her. But anytime be no more opposition, person mobile power now, or mutimi fabricate, or mutimi use certain words, or mutimi be so aggressive. So I wasn't that surprised. Say, or my say, NDC was born out of military rule. Yeah, it was the almost kind of clear because you could see that they are so aggressive when they are in opposition to come power. Yeah, one more, and almost say, Bamia, Enom Unsa, or we preco. I would move some images outside there. It's no say a day, and ya team DD, and no Chiubiana. They were able to brand the MPP as if we are evil party, as if we really Canada. saying a lot of negative things, trying to establish a negative school of thought against the MPP, and they succeeded. Until almost say, almost by reset. So when they come, so is that what to do to undermine people, to make the whole thing look very nasty, as if there's no democracy in this country, as if there's no constitution, there's no codified rules and regulation that guide the country. There's like omuye bibi omope, which I think is strong. Omun kan say omo power no, omo opposition no, omuye west, omo kan sen fifa MPP no, omo ka say omo twantro, omo yes ana Ghana for toma omo. They say some about power. Into no sa political equalization no. Into no say almost say resetting. Into no we nya ifrin. Utumi say yakochi obi almost say ora omba be chinko for my wisika. Where are the evidence? Is there any clear evidence against this crime that they claim that these people have committed? There's nothing like that. So I didn't know more that legal process, any legal process, any due process, no, like funny coins pepe. There's nothing like that. It's not quite say you're running or man as if you might be in your cabinet cabinso in your and me also and board mine. Or one kind will say send this or so or channel MPP so by basso. It says you you almost I be modana. And one kind will say, I dear no, we are there, we MPP so by power. We are there, I think the we are there no kind will say, yes, we are share, Ghana for so share. It's to say, yes, we are the yeah, ma ubia and kase, and I'm ubia and become BB NTIN because you're one more, you name the uncle for kika, a chair bamia, a catcher nanado. But yan fanye juma ya anti ya anyeshe yan chubia bande omo chere the way you bu my but ochina MPP so beba then person make catch NDC for them.
All right, I mean now assess with me so time but me so next
so people you can you bu baby me name say correct say me tumra me trust ye
na bi me tumra na chin yes
yeah me tumra na ma chere yes. This is the definition of the word useless. Useless describes something with no practical use, value, or purpose. Into bracket, worthless or futile. Or someone incapable of doing a job properly. Are you getting it? Incapable of doing a job properly. Into bracket, incompetent is there.
No, it's for you to even discuss someone as a user, it will even be appropriate when you say it's inexperienced. That
brother, you cannot useless is call school teacher for chair, bro.
Useless, it's
there were antonyms, there were synonyms. Synonym bebre, they open a will be used. And you will not be trying this before you use. You would like to use the word incompetent, which is the same as synonyms. Useless, and we use useless. So what's the problem?
But when you say incompetent, they are no political word.
Yeah. No political word, but dictionary no definition no. This is science.
Okay, all right.
Because synonym, you say the word useless. Synonym, incompetent. So why do you have problem with me using useless? And I will also use incompetent. Okay. This MPP people, almost say, and let me show a video. Now you're penning back. Because see, on MPP lawyers, Binuma, almost more than 6-7 years, they were not able to even qualify. Obu breast, and some graduate. But in there, almost pejama better to say, almost my dear child be I was school, law school. Okay. What I say, no be, and I'm breaking. 2 words with the same meaning. Why you so dear? Me you so me dear now. What's the meaning dear? Moral wrong. But what dear to say useless. Me Jim to because me na me here professor. The here professor na me no nyina here use no. Or say this is the meaning. You can't change it. MPP for mo to me change it. The word useless say nya dia. And the incompetent is so and yet Matthias simplicity. All right. Now me pray can be say ora na say if this will be a bonia yen prosecute. How do you prosecute somebody? Say you either invite the person, and if the person is trying to prove stubborn, na wakochino. The MPP for be a major modi kakra ne say anka mo penny bi ntumi mbeka say oh Kenoforiata wa be 7 years as a minister in this country brana be you wa no bo mu nyuma yedi e ya de pa nti we enye sa America no hye e na ye ko chino in Rambo style wo be so am ko demonstration these people almost some person mo be di ye nim bio
say mo ko ni fie Rambo style we no
Sisia usi omo ayechi omo abronye de maka de oyeye ye fa corrupt we bia nto ni so but so what I say the kasa na enye na wa be ya invite no Sisia chama wuntumi ono so ni boni a mfunso ana corruption related issues na de ato ni so no onyanko court ayebe ye we but so no so deny ye. He's always going to court. Well, Okoji Sika or see our farm planting for food and jobs no. Okoji Sika meanwhile who need sa farm no. Yekochina na musu moko demonstration. Are you people patriotic? Oh, inti eden ya yera Fifi Atamils blessed memory. Or say who watches the watchman? Sir, say it is only in NDC and yet to me prosecute ya nipa. MPP nye bida. Oma me example. Anye chikwa no Muntala the oye interior minister. Obeye minister for sports okay some time ago. And omuko South Africa no. When that be omuko baby. E mas kasebi so be kaya.
Brazil.
Ye yinedi. Mpacho me boa. Yes. Hammer, something Hammer.
Vicky Hammer.
Vicky Hammer. You're John Drummond, my way a day. Oh, you know, Vita Salome, more prosecuting, no, and this Niben echo goo, a council more demonstration against her. Nobody did that because what the serve on my way and on mine also mrana ya di we are accountability is the next. Into say oh yeah na bibi to chima yes ebet na ba say mfunso ebe mu krampo no enya wo na wo ye but it is only good say ubeko akoyiwa no na wabua ama investigations are then akoso
so for that banner wendi for abaham
so ba no wendi for
so bomb dia boni na wendi for abaham
so wendi for aden ebe higher because the only way say obet me I exonerate ne hu every sasam ne say or the or beka asem no na so mo ko unsa ampa she insi ya why not but it's what you say because obian can say so far no obian can say Kenoforiata or you say and or you say you de ye nyina ye nimu a agidin wo my we mu say OSP are inviting us he has refused to come and na ye nimu so say morally say when diboni and I fro wa him fear no na you don't easily go there okay. Because ubre into no any demeanor any conduct say there is question mark somewhere.
Remember that was over George na me fa CNN and so nti mo abodi aba fire adwuma die ekoso man no man ye die ne kan for the Ghana daakye papa ye hwenti and e tra se dwada ko se fia da bia no na ye de ko hwehwe e dia brom sadre ye no fo bi e di o ma woda
nti e fa man kasa 7 minutes so
e man panimfui enne e ye wa woda wona ye emrase bedwani ewo Trobo constituency enti no Honorable Gloria Owusu happy birthday enko emfema oba simprimu oba hofefo oba nonyamfo ene eye wawoda yankopon enhiraw omo ahoden kwatenten na constituency de asa wonsa no bo adwuma na enye nkaye de ento constituency Honorable Gloria Owusu
yeah time budget wo parliament wo nyanhwe mu ye krapo na say e levy ni we na say okoto ade bi woni okay we nim say stand Africa
Honorable Gloria Owusu a member of parliament for Trobo constituency we every Benjamin Asare our constituency youth organizer and a member of the NPP communication team or so more woda sonko ne kopo insiraw manem so kra Honorable and na ye ba happy birthday. na yɛde twa to a woda nsɛm no wei yɛnnua danso abiam a ɔtonkra de ma ITV yɛ reporter ɛwɔ kwawu ɛne ne mpɔtam no ɔsan ba nkramantam mu ɛbɛfa nsɛm a ɔsɛ nnɛ ɛyɛ ne ba na akua aseda ansoma danso na woda nti happy birthday ɛnkɔ ɛma danso abiam ne ba na akua aseda ansoma danso na papa si enka nkyerɛ sɛ nhyira ne nkwatenten ɛna ɔhwehwɛ de ama onyini na bɛyɛ panipa ɛwɔ Ghana man yi mu wei ɛnea papa ɛka ade akyerɛ wɔn ɔrafo wei ne ɛnɛ nso no nsɛm ahodoɔ a yɛnsa kan yɛ ahodoɔ a yɛnsa kan yɛ ɛde bere Friday TV aso yɛ wɔka asoa panifo ɛne ɔmo trust no di kan rabo Mustafa Mohammed ɔyɛ assembly member ɛwɔ Jomez Bomote electoral area ɛwɔ Kasoa a member of the NPP and afei nso no wura George Reborn Aite Gideon a former youth organizer Domi Abrobomu constituency former assembly member yɛde ma sɛ nnɛ nso nya adagye na mo baayɛ free nche bia me honorable Mustafa bɛsɛ kusia ɛwɔ Cape Coast ne yɛ adwumadi bi wɔ hɔ no ma yɛ ko zoda bo yɛ free no ma yɛ bɛsia hɔ
okay
ɔrafo me nso nnɛ me de dwuma yi de brɛ wa me tena mu yɛ nana poku bɛka yɛ ho ɛnɛ na yɛ nua ne mma me nso no ɛnɛ ɔmo so baayɛ bɛdi dwuma kakra wɔ ha yɛfrɛ me so bi bɔ ofori amafo so bɛnam Cape Coast ne nti no ɔkyena